Hey pizza lovers, welcome back. If you saw the title and thumbnail of this video, we know why you're here. Let's not mess around and get right to it. That's right, we're making a cheesesteak pizza today. I'm doing it in my outdoor pizza oven, but this dough recipe is meant for the indoor oven too. So if you can get your oven up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit, you're good to go. Don't go much hotter than that. This crust will burn at a higher temperature. And I love this cheesesteak pizza recipe. I got it from Chef Jack Chaplin, Daddy Jack, Cooking with the Blues. I'll leave a link to his channel below. Check him out. He's got something for everybody. And you can really learn a lot from watching this guy. And this is pretty much exactly his recipe. I'm leaving out one ingredient just because I don't have it. But let's get over and start cutting up some vegetables. And I've got one yellow onion that I've already sliced up, kind of thin. And we're gonna do the same thing here with the peppers. So I'm using green peppers, but you can use any kind of bell pepper you want. I'm basically just emptying out the refrigerator of stuff we gotta use up. So here is some green pepper slices. So we got peppers and onions right there. In a bowl here, I've rinsed off some baby bella mushrooms. So these are the kind of traditional things that I like anyways on a cheesesteak. Now what I have here, this is chuck roast left over. So some roast beef that I smoked in my smoker. What I did is I put it in at 250 degrees Fahrenheit and cooked the chuck roast until it was medium rare. We served it up for some roast beef sandwiches, so I cut it real thin, and this is what's left over. So we're gonna take these pieces out, and I'm gonna cut these up pretty small too, some little bite-sized pieces to put on our pizza. And then just look for any tough pieces. You don't want someone chewing on a piece of fat. So that's why I like using my hands. Just put that piece aside. That'd be a little tough to eat. There we go. So this should be enough. I'm doing a 16-inch pizza today. I think that'll be enough. Another little tough piece. Get that out of there. But I love chuck roast. It's got a real beefy flavor, much more so I think than a top round or something like that. You just got to deal with a little bit of the gristle. And what we're going to do is saute some vegetables here. So this is kind of the genius of Daddy Jack. There's no like a white sauce or anything he puts on this pizza. Instead, what we have here, I've got 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to crush in a couple cloves of garlic. So we're going to saute these vegetables a little bit in some garlic butter. Get that in there. If you were to put these vegetables right onto your pizza without sauteing them a little bit first, they're probably still going to be pretty raw by the time your pizza's done cooking. So we're going to give them a little head start. But if you like raw, crunchy vegetables on your pizza, then you could probably skip this step if you wanted. And I'm going to hit them with a little bit of salt. And some cracked black pepper. Get that going. So these are going to sweat down. They're going to have all that butter on them, the garlic. So that's kind of it'll be the sauce too. It's just mixed in with the vegetables. All right, so there goes the mushrooms. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper on those. And then the mushrooms especially, it's good to kind of pre-cook them. Get some of that water content out of them so it doesn't sog out your pizza crust. So we'll let these cook here. And then come on over. I want to show you the pizza oven. So right now, we're sitting at about 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm using charcoal. All right, so just straight charcoal today around the back. And I've had this preheating for probably 30 minutes. So by the time these veggies are done, we should be good on that pizza stone heating up. These are coming along nice. Want to get these onions caramelized a little bit, bring out the sweetness. Mushrooms are coming along. So I'm going to turn this heat down to low, and then let's stretch out that pizza crust. So this is my New York style pizza dough. It's a thin crust. So I really like thin, crispy, crunchy pizzas. A little bit on the well done side, unless I'm doing a Neapolitan style. So I'll leave a link for you to check out that recipe. The exact amounts will be in the description below. So what I have here is some Semolina flour. It's real fine ground. We'll dust my board a little bit. I'm going to dust the dough so my hand doesn't stick. And then just let gravity pull this out of the bowl. There we go. So this is enough dough for one 16-inch thin crust pizza. One thing I'll point out, it's a good tip or practice. The top side of your dough, just keep track of where that is, because if you put that down onto your pizza stone, you're gonna have a better chance of it not sticking. So just a beginner tip for you. And this dough has been sitting out on the counter for about an hour. And basically I made this dough 3 days ago, and it's been cold fermenting in the refrigerator. So what I'll do, just come out, press around, and we're gonna build the cornicione. So this is the crust area. And I like to keep it to about 1 finger's width depth, all the way around the edge. And once I get it started, what I'll do is I'll bring it up. I'm not a professional pizza maker, and I'm not gonna toss it in the air yet, but I take my hands underneath and just start to stretch a little bit. This is a lower hydration dough, and I made it that way on purpose. It's easier to work with for beginners. And I'm just gonna start stretching, coming around. And like I said, I'm doing a 16-inch pizza today, so I'm just gonna guess, get it close, and then I'll put it down on a pizza screen to get the exact 16-inch. So just do it with confidence. That's what people say. Go slow and you won't tear it, and you should see some daylight coming through, which I do, so I know I'm close. So let me get it down on a pizza screen and we'll see how it looks. So here we are, pretty close. So I'm just gonna pick it up one more time here and just give it one last little stretch around the edges. You can let gravity do the work, and you'll actually feel where it's thicker than other parts. That's looking pretty good. All right, I think that's good. Let's see. Yep. So it's overhanging just a little bit, which is fine because this will actually shrink a little once we put it in. All right, so right down onto the crust, we're gonna use some of the finest cheese in the world. This is white American deli cheese, Daddy Jack's favorite, and I agree, I love the taste. So like he says, if you don't like American, No pizza for you. So we're gonna spread out a couple slices here. Then I've got a little bit of shredded smoked mozzarella and provolone. Do that to fill in these gaps. Just add a little bit of smoky flavor. That chuck roast is already smoked a little bit, so now for some of that chuck roast. Spread it out all over. All right, so over here, just gonna combine our peppers and onions and mushrooms. Let's get these over on the pie. Same thing, just spread it out nice. Try and make it so you don't have one piece that's all peppers and one piece that's all mushrooms. All right, now Daddy Jack says he likes his cheesy, and so do I. So I'm gonna go down with another layer of American over top, and we'll try and overlap so places where we didn't have the American before. And don't forget, this cheese has some grease to it, which is gonna melt down onto the crust as well. A little bit more shredded cheese. We'll get the rest of this meat. Just a couple more peppers and onions over top. All right, here we go. Looks good enough to eat now, but let's get it in the oven and start cooking it. All right, so let's check our pizza stone temperature. Right around 550 in the front. Almost 650 in the back, which I think will be okay here. All right, so here's the beauty of the screen. I don't have a pizza peel that can support a 16-inch pizza. I've got a 14-inch, and since I already have these screens, I'm not gonna bother. What you do, you put it in on the screen for the first couple minutes, makes it easy to turn. That crust starts to cook, then I'll be able to turn it with a small peel. So let me just get it in here, and you'll see it barely fits. Get that in, close the door. And in about 2 minutes, I'm gonna come back and give it a spin. All right, coming up on about 2 minutes. So what I'm gonna do, grab a pair of tongs, get underneath, and I'm gonna rotate it. Since our heat source is in the back, we're gonna rotate so we get nice even cooking on that crust. That looks beautiful already. It's perfect timing. So door back on for about 2 minutes, and then I think we'll take it off of the screen and put it directly on the stone. All right, coming right back. So I'm just gonna check that bottom crust. It's looking pretty good. So what I'll do is grab my peel, pull out the screen, and now we'll just rotate it a little bit. Now that hot pizza stone is going to start crisping up the bottom while the rest of this top gets done. So a couple more minutes and we're done. All right, so we're coming up on about 5 minutes or so total cook time. This usually takes about 8 minutes with this dough. Pull it out, give you a look. So it looks awesome. It's not done yet though. What we're looking for on that bottom crust, just a little bit more on the edges, but you can see it's nice and brown. I'm gonna crisp it up a little bit more. And I'm gonna give this a spin to get that backside. There we go. I think 2 more minutes, we'll be done. All right, 8 minutes. This pizza's good. Check it out. Let's get it out of here. Look at that. Beautiful cheesesteak pizza. Let's get it over here on the board and cut it. See how we did. Now, one thing I want to show you. Let's do the listen test. Nice, crispy crust, puffy, full of air. All right, so we start here. I like the way that's cutting. Nice. Remy. There's only one thing that'll get the dog away from the food, and that's the UPS driver. All right, so here we are. Nice and cheesy. A little bit of burnt cheese on there, which I like. Let's take a look. Look at that underside. Yum. All right, here we go. Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues. Go check them out. Awesome videos, awesome recipe. That American cheese is so awesome on pizza. This dough is fantastic. Hey, if you guys like this pizza video, I've got 2 more using the same dough. One's a pepperoni, one's a plain cheese, New York style. Go check those out, and I'll see you over there.